Hello, good evening, and welcome to my Formula One.
Knowledge is power!
Oh god!
I just had to.
I was gonna say my intro did kind of set me up for that, didn't it?
He just started like, hello and welcome to
Kind of wish it was knowledge is power
Knowledge
over,
is power.
over what it is. No, it's round 6 of our 21 race career mode of season 1, and you know what round 6 is? It's Monaco. Oh yay! I have not been looking forward to this, so let's get it over and done with. Our first job is to get all the engine and gearbox parts that we can possibly acquire, because I have no hope for qualifying or the race.
Why don't you just use last year's car and just tweak it a bit?
Well, it's funny, we've been upgrading the car, but it turns out the Australia spec car was actually better. But I give good feedback, so it's okay.
That's good.
Yeah. totally not referencing anything there.
Yeah. Well, best of luck, and let's hope we don't crash in the pit lane.
To be fair, you can sort of excuse crashing in the Monaco pit lane more than you can the Silverstone pit lane.
Congratulations on your success in the invitational events. It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps.
Okay, I think
You're going at 30 miles an hour.
I think Emma's drunk. She just said congratulations on your success in the invitational event. I didn't enter the invitational event. What a start.
Oh, wow. Yeah, great.
Oh no, get a grid drop penalty if I purchase this. Okay. Oh no, and this. And this. Nah. And I think I've got my...
You do like, you know, a lap just for laughs in qualifying and get pole position.
I am going to do some laps in qualifying, just mainly as practice, so... I am going to see... and let's hire a... Sorry, let's hire a new practice gearbox. Oh, there's no penalty for that. Oh, that's a shame. Event gearbox, there we go. Now, I'm ordering new parts, so I'm actually going to fit any of them to this weekend's car. I'm going to stick with my old engine for this one. So, let's see how it goes.
I don't know, that might be crucial.
Oh yeah, there's no rain, is there? Oh yeah, and my 2 my upgrade part things failed. Because... God damn it. Oh yeah, I redeveloped them. Okay, we're good. Right, I can go to practice. Let's go to practice! So yeah, it is of course Tuesday evening. Testing begins tomorrow morning. I will be up bright and early watching it because I am very sad.
And I'll be up bright and early as well because I'm just as sad because I'll be going to work.
Yeah, you probably wish you were watching testing over what you are doing.
Had a chat with Carl about the new parts.
I wish I was there watching it in real life.
Yeah, it's bright sunshine according to the forecast for Barcelona, so it won't be rained off
In
unfortunately.
each garage and be like, you know, listening to what they're saying. Fuck! Fuck off!
These drivers can fuck off! Oh, Drive to Survive trailer looks amazing. I just can't wait.
It really does. It's really nice that Mercedes are involved. Hopefully Ferrari are too. So, and it's good to see like the drivers from last season, and then hear what they think from this season as well. How much they've adapted, especially Daniel Ricciardo, because he's moved to Renault. I'm really interested to hear how he feels.
There was a big section in Season 1 Drive to Survive about Ricciardo and his move to Renault, I remember.
Yeah, it was huge, yeah. It was actually great. I think they actually built 2 episodes around it, Daniel moving and Red Bull not having Renault engines anymore. Yeah, there was a huge rivalry between the two that year.
Right, track acclimatization, can we nail it? One thing that popped up straight away on my screen as I entered a lap was a 60 place grid penalty.
Only 60?
Yeah, I thought it'd be more than that.
I was hoping it'd be 69.
Oh, hairpin is so small now. Oh, that shouldn't do too bad so far. This way, you're right. I'm gonna get pole now, aren't I?
You were a lot quicker than you thought you'd be.
I mean, this lap's been pretty. Oh god, I've hit the wall.
I mean, considering how qualifying's gone in general, I don't think you'll get pole. Obviously, you're in a midfield car, aren't you? So
Yeah.
Great stuff. You pretty much nailed
So
this
if you get
circuit.
pole, then
This is a really
Jesus
strong
Christ.
foundation.
Well, I mean, I purpled the track acclimatization. So that's a surprisingly good start.
I'd say if you're anywhere in the top 10, that's a really good job.
Yeah. But of course, I'm going to start like P80 because of my 60 place grid drop. I'll start it into the tunnel, guys.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 17.2.
I'm at 17.2. I have no idea what that means. I don't think that's very quick though, based on sort of lap times I tend to expect around Monaco. Would you say it's a mistake running a test driver in the opening morning of day one of testing? Because I noticed one team that's doing that.
I don't think so. They are test drivers after all.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want to give the drivers as much of a taste of the car as possible, though, wouldn't you?
The cars won't have changed that much. You still get like practice in the cars.
Because Alfa Romeo are running Robert Kubica in the opening morning of testing day one, I noticed.
Maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe there's a reason why he's getting a drive in the car.
Paying for it!
Well, exactly. You know, don't know what's behind closed doors.
And we don't even see
Maybe
the Alfa.
genuinely they want someone experienced like Robert Kubica to drive the car first.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, Kimi Raikkonen really lacks experience.
Well, you know what Kimi's like. He's
Oh, yeah.
he's a party man, isn't he? So maybe he didn't want to do it. It's like Lewis. Lewis doesn't like testing that much.
I was going to say, it's funny.
It depends on the drivers as well. Not all the drivers like to do lots of testing, so Kimi Raikkonen might not want to do it.
Ah!
Or at least not as much.
It's funny you mention that because, as it turns out, Kimi Raikkonen is actually only doing like 1 day's worth of testing, whereas Giovinazzi's doing 1.5 days.
Keep it up.
There you go. I feel like, you know, drivers don't need that much testing anyway, because the drivers themselves feel like, well, they only need to do a day or two, and that's it. So, no, I don't see anything wrong with having a test driver doing it.
The only potential problem that could arise maybe is if on the day that Kimi Raikkonen is driving, the car breaks.
That could happen at any time.
Of course, we get to see the Alfa Romeo and Renault liveries tomorrow. Not seen them as of yet.
Is it just the Renault livery that's left?
Renault and Alfa Romeo.
I hope they're good, because there's only one I've liked this year.
I can't believe you don't like the AlphaTauri and the Williams liveries. I like them, me.
Did you see all the comments below with the reveal of the Williams car? Nothing but toothpaste pictures.
It does look a bit like Colgate, but that's not a bad thing.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
It looks better than last year's car. Looks a lot better than last year's car, I think. I like the red.
It looks better than last year's car. Not by much, but it is better.
I might be about to complete a race strategy practice program. What is going on? I feel quite comfortable around Monaco. This is not what I expected.
See, you know, when I drove around it the last time, I was like, oh, I feel pretty comfortable. This should be a good time. And I was like, 20th! I hate that one. That's so annoying. You feel like you've done a really good lap and it's been nice and comfortable, and then it just turns out the time was terrible.
I think I fell out of that most laps of Baku, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm being held up by my teammate. And that is nailed. Get in.
Great lap. You've nailed it.
Now it's trying to do a qualifying pace program. I think this is where it all falls apart, but a couple of hits against the wall, but nothing to cause damage. I say that I've got to wait to go out because of damage. Kind of just proved my own point there, but
Are you saying you got damage? Don't you mean you've got
damage? Got damage!
damage?
Oh! Oh dear. For what I've seen, I've not seen too much, but I feel like Red Nose livery is going to be quite similar to last year's.
Oh, great, another one.
But I've no idea what Alfa Romeo's is going to be like. I'm hoping it's less white, because as much as I like some of the liveries we've had, there's a bit too much white on the grid.
There's a lot of white cars.
So I'm hoping Alfa have done something with theirs, because obviously theirs last year was mostly white.
DRS is only available if you're within 1 second of the car in front. The bar at the bottom of your MFD will fill up as you approach the DRS zone.
Maybe like
Once
red
it
and
starts
black.
flashing,
That'd be quite
press
nice.
the DRS button to activate.
Be nice if it's because it's not really red, is it? The like Alfa Romeo colour. Be nice if it was just like all covered in that. It's like more of a maroon colour.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not. You won't confuse it with Ferrari, but it's still something unique.
Yeah.
Well, there definitely will be a change to one of the liveries for next year, because when Racing Point rebrand as Aston Martin, apparently Aston Martin racing colours tend to be green.
And of course, with Red Bull sticking with Honda in 2021, it will stay the same.
It'll never be decided when Red Bull will change their colours. I quite like we haven't had a green car on the grid since Jaguar, back in the early 2000s. Quite a nice change.
Wasn't Caterham technically green?
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. with good reason.
Like,
They
it's
were,
quite easy to forget them.
yeah, they were that terrible, but I've forgotten about them.
I already remembered Caterham for Kobayashi.
Oh yes, I miss Kobayashi.
Yeah, me too. But he was a little bit of an underrated driver. He was never really given a good car.
I remember his teammates with Perez, and he always seemed to match Perez.
Yeah,
Good lap.
I think he was just never given.
Target time.
I've got green on the qualifying pace program.
And it had to be Monaco.
I'm second to Bottas on the same tyre. I'm quicker than Leclerc on the same tyre. I may have made a mistake here. As it turns out, Monaco, I should have done this at Baku.
Yeah, because if you end up qualifying really well, you'd be like, should have had new parts for this.
Yeah, and I can't. One problem with the wider cars at Monaco than constantly crashing, it's near impossible to overtake.
Our fastest lap is a 1.
Not to mention you won't have too many laps to overtake.
There's 20 laps. I'd be half tempted to pit really early and get out with traffic. That'd be an option. Depends how slow they go, I guess. Right, let's skip to qualifying.
The session has drawn to a close.
J
So
Warrior
let's review our top three.
P2 in
Bottas,
Prep
the scientist,
P1,
and
just
Charles
less than a
Leclerc.
tenth off
What an
Bottas,
incredible
but it
practice
flashes
session.
up and I have a 60 place grid
Front runners
penalty.
stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
I mean, if you end up winning, then it won't matter anyway.
Wow, Perez is last in practice. What's happened to him?
It is just practice.
Come on, man, this is my best performance of the season.
Good day today.
I forgot who was driver of the day in the last race. It wasn't Perez.
He gave it
How do you feel
signs.
this season is going for
Yeah,
you?
that was it,
Is the car
Sainz.
competitive?
How do you feel the season is going for you? Is the car competitive? The team's really gelling. I think it's going to be a great season.
You left some bodywork out there on
You
the
left some
track.
bodywork out on the track where you're struggling for grip. It's nothing that won't buff out.
Just thinking of the real Haas team are like, oh, they're really gelling. My
Appreciate your time.
my instinct is, no, they are the worst at gelling right now. No way you can tell me that Grosjean and Steiner get along like a house on fire.
You say that, but he keeps hiring him, so he must like him in some regard.
I don't know. You look at like the Netflix series, and he just seems like he just wants to rip his head off.
I don't know.
I just feel like Steiner just doesn't have the balls to get rid of a driver.
This is where he does get rid of a driver, but it's K-Mag.
That's one thing that annoys me. There's a lot of hate for Kevin Magnussen, and everyone's saying that they should both leave. I'm like, really? K-Mag's not a bad driver.
Yeah, it's Grosjean that's a problem, I think.
Yeah.
Right, so I just need to get a win, a fastest lap in this race, and I'll be still 2 points off the target of getting 32 points. Good stuff.
It's a huge risk as well, because as far as I'm concerned, Kevin always gets more points than Grosjean does. And, you know, he gets better results. So, it's really dangerous to get rid of both drivers.
You get the odd great qualifying performance from Grosjean, but the race then just goes horribly.
Yeah.
We're here at the magical
And that
Circuit
happens
of Monaco
nearly
for
all
one
the
of most
time.
challenging qualifying sessions.
That Baku race, that crazy Baku race, he had a chance to get a podium potentially, and then he crashed under the safety car.
Yeah, great qualifying performances, but then always terrible in the race. He either ends up crashing or just ends up at the back.
Right, let's do this. Let's do a lap in qualifying, which is completely irrelevant. A lot of teams have big expectations this year. It's going to be disappointing for some teams. I feel like a lot of teams are targeting being in the top 5 of the constructors, but a lot of people are going to miss out. Oh no, I've just been added another 5 place grid penalty. Oh crap. Oh damn, man. Why do I bother?
Exactly.
I was handling nice round here. I did put the maximum downforce setup on. Lance Stroll has gone quickest. I think he's the only driver that's done a lap. Yeah, he is. Raikkonen's already beaten him.
Nice.
Down through into the chicane. Forgot what it was called.
Into the corner. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, beautiful. I'm driving beautiful.
There's one thing I do miss. Like, I did used to enjoy driving around Monaco, but as the games came out later on down the line, it just seemed to got worse.
Fantastic.
I've gone
So
quickest!
this lap.
Than ever.
Yeah! Only quicker than Raikkonen, so I don't think I'm going to stay on pole, which I'm kind of relieved about. It would have been a bit gutting.
Even so, man.
This lap is a 1
Quicker than
minute
Magnussen.
It's not high up. It's a great result.
Have you seen who's currently splitting the Red Bulls?
George Russell.
What is
He's
going
good,
on?
but he's not that good.
He would be Rookie of the Year if he was doing that.
Jake, if George Russell did that at Monaco, he'd be in a different team by now.
I'm currently 5th on the grid!
Okay, now George is going further down the grid, that's more realistic.
Why is Perez 18th? Oh, it's all going wrong for Perez.
It came next on a decent time as well.
Yeah, our car was is a lot better around here than it was at Baku.
We're 17th in the speed trap.
Lewis Hamilton's dominating.
173.3 miles per hour.
Leclerc's
The AI
second.
difficulty seems to be more consistent than it was in the previous games. That's good.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
And
Like,
Hayes.
I think the only reason I was struggling at Baku is because of me. I don't think it was because of the AI.
Yeah, because I really hated one weekend.
Yeah.
You couldn't compete with them, and another weekend, like, you'd be on pole.
The track I'm interested to see how I do at is Monza, because historically Monza tends to be quite an easy one against the AI.
Yeah. I think with the car you've got, you might actually struggle around Monza.
It doesn't seem to be great on straight line speed, does it?
No.
I think Canada could be a problem for me. Although we have got an engine upgrade, which I will have an effect from the next race. Don't really know why I'm going for another lap, but you know, why not? Do one more lap and then I'll call it there in qualifying. If you're wondering, Snake's playing something, but it's not F1.
Yeah, it's definitely not F1. Or if it was, it sounded like Gunter Steiner swearing constantly at Grosjean.
So you mean you... Oh, you're watching Drive to Survive already?
I was tempted to watch the first season again. I've already watched it like several times, but I might watch it again before the new season starts.
Oh, fuck. There's a slight error there. I'm going to improve. I'm up to 4th above Vettel.
Nice.
God, why did I take red penalties here?
Yeah, because if you had a new upgrade and that, you could have been on pole potentially.
Yeah, this is my old engine.
Yeah, exactly.
We're 16th in the speed trap.
Kimi Raikkonen's gone 4th for Alpha.
Miles per hour.
I feel like this could be a mixed up grid. I'm going to skip to the end now, just accelerate time forward and see who ends up where.
At least it's something you know now, so maybe when you
We're
get to
all
a
ready
track
for
like
tomorrow's
Singapore,
race, but before we begin, let's
Yeah.
have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid.
Might be
Hamilton,
competitive there,
Leclerc,
but-
Well,
and
in the end,
Sebastian
Kevin's
Vettel.
ended up
With
out-qualifying me.
qualifying wraps up, we now have our grid lineup for the big
Wow.
race tomorrow. Be sure
George
to join
Russell's
us then
qualified
for what will no
14th.
doubt
Fair
be a
play.
Fantastic race.
Hamilton's comfortably on pole. Leclerc, Vettel, Bottas, Raikkonen 5th. Then the 2 Renaults, then the 2 Hasses. Just say, wow, I thought Red Bull would be great round this track. They're 11th and 12th.
where's Sergio Perez?
We might have to go. Perez is 15th.
He's just not the same as he used to be. What's going on?
Kubica's 70. Wow, Williams have had a great day. Kvyat, what are you doing, mate? You're way
George
off.
Russell 14th. That is great for Williams.
Kvyat's a bit off the pace.
I swear they've got hate towards Kvyat sometimes. Sometimes it just ends up being at the very back and not even close to the field.
Well, I'm hoping maybe there's a few other big names in for grid penalties. But I don't think anyone's going to have 65 places worth to go behind me. I hope it's not Crofty commentating on testing tomorrow. He'll try and make he'll try and make it really exciting, and it'll just be so anticlimactic.
Yeah, it does get annoying.
Right.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up.
Unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, have we? No. Gutting, man.
Where did that happen?
Oh no! Right, here we go. It's a Monaco race. I'm confident in my pace, but I'm not confident in getting past cars. I'm also going to have to be very careful with my front wing on that one because it really bunches up around certain corners here when on that one. I think the trick is to be cautious.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. Off the back of
Here's the grid.
qualifying session,
Has anyone got
it's
any
time to see
penalties
how
that are
our
really going to
starting
affect
grid
them?
looks For today's race, Lewis Hamilton lines
Well,
up
Hamilton's
on
on pole as he
position
was,
with
Leclerc
Charles
second.
alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen, and Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Albon, and Max Verstappen. Russell,
I think there is somebody else. George Russell's starting P11 thanks to grid penalties.
Daniel Kvyat and Lando Norris. They'll be starting.
Norris has got a penalty, as has Carlos Sainz. Wow, McLaren have just decided to sod off Monaco as well.
It's time to go down to the track.
So I've started with both McLarens ahead of me. Not what I expected. George Russell coming battling for points. What the hell is going on? I've got a little idea, Snake. You have to let me know what you think. Is it worth?
No.
Because wow. Because you know what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna be stuck in traffic. So is it worth pitting really early and just trying to do the rest of the race on hard tyres? Because then I'll be running in clear air.
I'd say no.
Okay.
I don't think you have a lot of good pace. I'd just start on the softs and then see how it goes.
Okay. I was going to start softs anyway, but it's just about what tyre I go on to. But yeah, I'll leave it as it is.
I like how it's asking you to go on the mediums for a longer stint than on the hard tyres.
Yeah, I don't really understand some of the strategies it comes up with, if I'm being completely honest. Here we go, 5 lights of the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm underway. I'm just going to stick behind Carlos Sainz. Well, that went well. I've already got front wing damage. Why did he brake so early? I'm still about 500 yards from the corner. Joe, I might pit early.
It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
I think he only broke him because of the queue.
Ah! God, I didn't realise how slow they were going to go. Guys, can you like... I've had a 3 warnings for collisions now.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect them to be that slow.
Why did you get a warning with Kvyat? I don't understand that.
I'm going to do a couple more laps with this broken front wing, and I'm going to pit for hard tyres and get my front wing repaired.
I mean, I think you might as well go with your idea now, considering what's happening.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I haven't got great pace with a broken front wing, so... I'm going to pit at the end of lap 2. Trying to adjust settings while going around corners is not ideal. Yeah. If there's one track you can't have front wing damage at, it's Monaco. Car's just understeering horrifically. The worst part is, you know, because I qualified in the top 10.
Yeah.
I've started off the tyres I qualified on. I don't even get fresh tyres. I don't think that one through, in all honesty. To be fair, I didn't expect to qualify in the top 10, if I'm being honest.
No.
Okay, I'm really struggling here. I just need to get to the pits. Let's just pretend that no one saw that massive corner cut. Oh my god, I'm in the pit lane, Grosjean. See how it's done? Oh, Kvyat started ahead of both McLarens. He's already behind them both. Does this game just hate Kvyat?
Of course.
Complete, go now.
Right, newly repaired front wing, hard tyres. Let's pray for a safety car. And I've just got really good pace on these tyres.
Will receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Well, the bits go to the end, they
Race
should be able
officials
to.
have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
Oh yes, DRS is now available. That should promote loads of overtaking. I don't know why they bother having DRS at Monaco. As we saw with Leclerc last year, like, if you're going to overtake a Monaco, it's not because of DRS, you just need to lunge it up the inside.
Like having a chocolate milkshake without the chocolate.
Sounds horrible. You won't believe in the Chelsea Man United match last night. You won't believe what grabbed all the headlines again.
The gap to the car ahead is
VAR.
25.9
Nailed it.
seconds.
Controversy in football, that's not a thing.
Chelsea had 2 goals ruled out, and Harry Maguire was lucky not to be sent off. And then he later scored as well, just had insult to injury.
Well, I didn't even watch the game, but Keith Stroud must have done a great job in that game.
I think the problem they're having is that what referees are really bad in this country. What the problem is, VAR's being done by English referees. So they still have all the angles in the world, but they're still English referees, so they're still making
English referees making poor decisions.
Like Harry Maguire quite clearly kicks Michy Batshuayi's gentle areas. And
Next to me, VAR is not the problem, it's the people using it.
the English referees have always been terrible. VAR's not going to suddenly help them become good referees. If anything, it just exposes them even more.
Yeah.
Champions League is on tonight. I think Liverpool playing Atletico Madrid. Whole reason the rest of players against Norwich was first match. I so hope they lose.
It's very lowly raised for you at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, it's a plan. well, it was the plan initially, then it became not the plan, and then it became the plan again when I got front wing damage. Sorry, got damage, got damage. Oh. Was I over aggressive at the start, or were they just really, really slow?
I think you just misjudged. AI were going to be at the start. I think it was just with Monaco. There's a queue of cars following each other, so science broke early, you know, to make sure
Gap
you
to
crash
car
into
in
the other
front
car in
is
front of you.
24.6
So you
seconds.
just misjudged it a bit.
I'm going a second lap quicker than the cars in front.
That's what I saw anyway. I felt like you did the same thing again, like coming into the third corner. And then
Yeah.
even you said, "Oh, I didn't." You know, oh, there's such a huge queue here. And
I'm a second lap quicker than these cars in front, so if I can just keep going at its consistent pace, we can bring ourselves back into play. We're not going to finish third, but like our team wants us to, but
third from 20th on the grid.
yeah, the annoying thing is your objectives don't adapt with the qualifying results.
I think they would.
They used to. Because they used to give you like a qualifying objective and then a race objective afterwards.
That's just daft, though. What if you have to take an engine penalty, but they still expect you to finish second or whatever?
Oh.
Gap to teammate ahead is 29.4 seconds.
Surprisingly, Monaco's lasted longer than I thought it would. By about 6 laps.
Oh, 14 more to go.
I hope we're all not all this lonely. Look, I'm driving pretty well, so... Teammates in the pits.
Kevin is in for his stop.
It's a bit disconcerting to see that when I'm in a tunnel, but... There's a long way away from the...
Far behind you can could be way over the time.
I went through a second.
Anyway, so I didn't see it. It was about 24 seconds.
I'm still behind them, that's worrying.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.2 seconds.
The amount of pits are ahead of
You
me.
are. You should be quicker later on.
Yeah. And it's a lesson learned for next season. Take the grid penalties at Baku. Because I think I'm much better at Monaco than I was at Baku. Which is what I did not expect. That was a question I was going to ask you actually. A couple of questions regarding Monaco. Firstly, do you feel like with the wider cars now, do you feel like Monaco still should have a place on the calendar?
I'd rather make the cars smaller to adapt to Monaco. Because I think when the cars are smaller, Monaco's a great circuit. That and it's very historic. And it's Monaco's not going to go away. It's good, you know, if F1 was to ever go away, Monaco would be like one of the very last on the calendar. So yeah, I feel like the cars should be made smaller.
And who do you think out of the current breed of Formula 1 drivers is best at Monaco?
I can tell you who isn't.
Are you going to say Verstappen?
Yeah, I think that's his worst track at the minute over the past few years. Charles Leclerc didn't do well there last year. no one really stands out to me, like any of the new drivers around Monaco. But I guess that's the problem, really, because it's like you said, like, you know, cars are very wide. It's hard for them to make a move. At least Leclerc gave it a go, but he ended up crashing his car.
One driver I can think of who I've always thought has been pretty decent on Monaco is Danny Ricciardo.
Yeah.
He had that winner course in, was it 2018, where his car was pretty much broken for most of the race.
Yeah, it was.
And he should have won that wet Monaco race as well against Lewis Hamilton, but was it something to do with bad pit stop, was it?
To the car in front is 5.4
I wouldn't say it was a new
seconds.
breed though, he's been in F1 for a long time.
Oh yeah. Can't remember who did well at Monaco last year, to be honest. I know obviously, I say I know obviously, who did win last year? Was it Lewis? Oh, it was Lewis, wasn't it?
I don't think it was that memorable, to be fair, Jake, so I can't even remember who won.
I think it was Lewis, because he was under pressure from somebody.
Oh, what a fantastic race.
Genuinely, I might need to rewatch those highlights if there is such a thing.
I remember if it was a race where... Oh, was it the race where Hamilton was struggling on his tyres and Max was closing in on him?
I believe so, yeah.
And then they made contact?
Yeah, because Verstappen tried a stupid move.
Yeah.
And he was saying like... And I'm sure Verstappen said something on the radio like, oh, Lewis turned in on me. And it's like, he's got to turn into the corner. This could be quite a lonely 10 laps. They're not too far away on the map, but yeah, I think that front wing damage just cost me. Stay with it though, you never know what could happen at Monaco.
What's your tyre wear like?
Good question. Not too bad. About 17% I think on the front left. You have to be in the top 10 to get past this lap point, don't you?
Yeah, you have to be in the top 10.
It's a shame, because if not...
It's such a stupid rule. I don't know. Why don't you let everybody go for it?
Yeah. Because if it wasn't...
It encourages people who are at the back to go for it and not retire.
Yeah, it's just surely what you want. And they say like, oh, well, we don't want people just pitting and getting fast. It's like, well, that's what people do anyway. If there's anyone in the top 10,
anyway.
If there's anyone in the top 10 who's, if they're not going to lose a position by pitting, then they just pit and try and get past the lap.
We've seen that on several occasions where someone was like 30 seconds behind, well, in front of another car, pitted,
Oh.
got fastest lap.
There's a virtual safety car. Do you think
It's
that's...
only out for like 20 seconds though.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do with it.
Yeah.
I'm not last. Virtual safety car ending.
It doesn't last long enough. It's so annoying.
Oh,
But
but
the
it's,
timing's the same all the time with the BSC.
yeah, it's not very realistic, is it?
No, it's not at all.
Gotta say, I haven't seen a Williams at the back this race. I wonder how they're doing. And has Perez done something amazing to get your
Is Williams still the worst car in terms of development
by
in your season?
by a reasonable distance? Yeah, they've had decent development, but they're that far behind anyway that it hasn't really brought them up to the speed yet.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need
What
Starting to catch the front.
I mean, it's Stroll.
I can't see him on the map.
7 seconds away, apparently.
This is quite a tough battle for 18th.
Oh, I know. All my lap times have been consistently in the 16s, so I feel like I'm lapping pretty well, but it was just too much of a gap to bridge. In hindsight,
I think our tyres are particularly great around this track.
7.6 seconds.
I think as well, like,
Too slow.
I think in hindsight as well, I should have pitted in lap 1 because I lost a lot of lap time on lap 2, not pitting with damage. With the tyre wear of the hards, I probably could have risked the softs, you know. But obviously, I didn't know about then.
Oh, I was thinking maybe medium should be better on.
Or mediums, I mean, yeah, not softs. Sorry, I get fucking mixed up because they keep changing every year.
Yeah,
In
the yellow striped tyre.
Yeah.
I
The,
think you could probably make it on them, but obviously it's too late now.
These are all lessons for future seasons, if I remember.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Oh yeah, I've got my damage on my front wing now.
You might have had to have done some tyre management at the end, but
Yeah.
it's not particularly difficult to hold up cars behind you.
I was gonna say, I remember one race where I was coming up to lap you and you were still in the points. Because you just held up cars behind you.
And I was crashing all over the place. I'm pretty sure I was driving without a front wing. But I was just like, I was holding up the field behind me.
Was that in 2017 game? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think that's why you were struggling, because the cars were wider.
Oh yeah, it was so easy to make contact.
Take it easy on the car.
I was struggling for pace as well, like really badly. It was a huge change. I didn't like it. I used to drive pretty well around Monaco, and then years later, it just changed too much.
So in I remember we had a league where we did like a championship race in 2016 where you were pushing me quite a lot.
I think we even did a video where I think I won at Monaco. I believe it was on F1 2013, something like that. I wasn't bad around Monaco before, but now I'm just terrible at it. Just cannot do it. That, and I haven't practiced around there for a long time. That doesn't help either.
Gap to
You
car
do
in
need to
front is
have a lot of practice,
9.1
especially
seconds.
nowadays on the game around this track.
It has been announced as Mercedes' test driver. Or reserve driver, whatever you want to call it.
Stoffel Van Dorn.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
Interesting choice.
Didn't exactly do much at McLaren.
I'm wondering if he's been put there. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know. Are Mercedes already in Formula E?
Yeah. He races for the Mercedes Formula E team, actually.
I don't really understand why they have him as a test driver then.
Him and Nick De Vries, I think, raced for Mercedes Formula E team. I thought Nick De Vries would have been a better shout out of the two, but I mean, only went to Formula E, I believe, because there's no Formula 1 seat available.
18.3 seconds.
I don't really understand why they wanted him as a test driver, but I'm not sure.
He's very popular in Belgium still. He wins every single fan boost vert on Formula E. He wins comfortably. Got you much survive.
Hashtag and the fan boost.
Can you imagine if he had that in Formula 1? My God, Verstappen would be overpowered.
Yeah, he would. Kevin Magnussen will always be last.
Yeah. Like in darts, if they gave an extra dart to the most popular players. I don't think Van Gerwen and Gerwin Price would be getting extra darts.
240!
I've got to say, that'd be quite... I wonder how many treble 20s you could, like a professional darts player could get without one of them bouncing out after hitting a flight of the other. It'd be quite a cool experiment to find out. Because sometimes 180s get ruined because one of the darts bounces out.
If you consistently keep hitting the triple 20, you get an extra dart. Until you miss it.
Oh god, Van Gerwen would be unstoppable.
Yeah, the other darts player doesn't get a turn.
Yeah. I remember there was one match between Van Gerwen and a player who was playing really badly. I remember they were saying, like, the stats show that if Van Gerwen was throwing with 2 darts against him, he'd still be winning. 2 darts a turn. I was like, wow.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
I still think the ultimate dick move in darts is when
Jake,
you've got...
I think he could beat us with 1 dart.
Yeah, most probably.
Sure to score 60 with 3 darts.
I was going to say, I think I'd stick with him on the scoring phase, but I'm not great at finishing. When I say stick with him on the scoring phase, I mean with 1 dart, not with all 3.
Or with the ladies.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, when it comes to scoring.
Well, Van Gerwen's wife's decent looking, so yeah.
Yeah, amazing what you can do when you're rich.
What are you talking about? He's a beautiful man.
He wasn't a famous darts player. I don't think should be interested.
What are you trying to say?
Gold digger!
That could have sounded very different. I'm glad you emphasised that last word. Sound like a South Park.
I like to solve the puzzle.
Oh no, no! We are live today.
0 seconds.
One of the few times you can't quote
Not
that.
anymore.
This stream's been
I
removed.
know it, but I can't think I say it. I don't think I can say it.
This is your final lap. Final lap.
Oh, thank God, it's the last lap.
I can tell you one person who would definitely say it, not give a shit.
Yeah. Who's gonna... Lewis Hamilton wins a Monaco Grand Prix and I've just finished Sector 1.
Max literally just turned alongside me, turned in and hit me.
Believe Lewis Hamilton stretches his championship lead with that. I've only started to lose time to Stroll now. I've got front wing damage, so my pace
Well,
wasn't...
the Hamilton haters me. Boo! Boring! Why are you so good?
They showed a clip of Lewis Hamilton's karting days and everyone was taking the mick in the comments on Twitter going, oh, he had the best kart, obviously.
You see the rockets on the back of his car, he clearly had the best car. It was because of all of his karting experience that he puts into his F1 skills, makes him so good.
Oh, that's over. All that effort for 19.
Let's push harder next time, okay?
Not gonna lie, Jake, the entertainment was a bit under par.
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team.
What
at
did you want me
Mercedes.
to do?
Snake was one.
Anthony Davidson. How do you
I
think
don't know.
they were able to set themselves apart today?
I mean, there was a.
Not getting into the back of sight for a start.
Yeah, he was going. He literally stopped.
Sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win
I don't think
races.
he'd stop.
How dare he stop for a corner?
So after a magnificent race,
You don't
we can
stop
now
for a
see the
corner. You can
drivers
slow
making
down.
their
You
way
don't
to the
stop.
podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top
He only
spot. A
stopped
well-earned
because there was
victory
about
for
5 cars
Mercedes.
in front of him that stopped.
I wasn't expecting anyone to stop completely.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings.
Alright,
It's
so
a
Lewis
great
Hamilton
result
wins
from
and
Lewis
gets fastest
Hamilton.
lap. George
Further
Russell
ahead of the
scores
top of the
points
table.
in
Some
ninth.
amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as
Wow.
your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff about. His ability to follow race
Well, he
strategies
has to
throughout
be
was
driver of the
pinpoint
day.
precision.
I was gonna say, I think your driver of the day has been obvious now.
Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
It's gotta be me, right?
Who did-
Another strong performance.
Oh yeah.
Slams and ends to another fantastic weekend
Anthony
of racing.
Davidson give
Thanks
it
to
to.
everyone who joined
Carlos
us, and we'll
Sainz.
see you for the next one.
Bollocks. Where is Con? No.
I think it's because he started 19th and finished 14th, but no.
Williams though. What the hell? No.
I think Kubica didn't do that bad either, really.
Yeah, Kubica did alright. Just not as good as Russell though.
George Russell held off Verstappen. I did
Well, he
not.
somehow jumped him as well. Like, he starts 10th and George
Yeah.
Russell started 11th. Whether he
think if-
jumped him in the pits or not, well,
was-
that's impressive.
It's because if it wasn't for George Russell, I'd have maybe said Raikkonen, but I think it has to be Russell, surely.
Jump to Red Bull.
Great result for Kimi Raikkonen as well. Good points for Renault. Boy, they needed it. If he hadn't got any points, they'd be level with Williams. Albon finished 6th, Verstappen 10th. Red Bull were poor around Monaco. I thought it'd be a lot better. K-Mag just outside the points. Unlucky K-Mag. But yeah, Lewis dominated.
Kimi Raikkonen did.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say if it weren't for Russell's performance, Raikkonen would have been in the shout, but you can't. George Russell getting in the
Can't ignore
points.
that.
No, beating a Red Bull.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If you look at my fastest lap, it's kind of there with them, but yeah, the hard tire just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately, today. So looking at the Drivers' Championship,
Definitely
Lewis?
had pace, but it was always going to be tough on the slower tyre.
Oh, definitely. So Lewis Hamilton has a 12-point lead over Sebastian Vettel. Leclerc moves up to third above Bottas. Perez has nearly lost 5th to Albon now. Verstappen's lagging behind his teammate at the moment. Raikkonen continues his, well, he stays 8th, but he's much closer to Verstappen now. Ricciardo's up all the way up to 9th. From nowhere, really. Hulkenberg's up to 16th. And George Russell's on 2 points ahead of Gasly.
Yeah, just one more thing. Please do another race.
Oh, I'm going to, don't worry. Red Bull's
all I
point.
saw from that race was you hitting the wall once every so often, and then a car pulled over.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, Spain wasn't the most exciting either, so hopefully Canada can be a lot better. Look at Red Bull's points total, Snake. It's really close in the constructors between Mercedes and Ferrari, just 9 points in it. Alfa Romeo.
Last time I raced with you at Canada as well, I'm pretty sure you're good around it, so hopefully it'll be an entertaining race.
Absolutely, hope so. Where Russell's going, he might leapfrog us in the championship, but we don't want that.
Renault just seems to be getting worse.
They had a good race, they're both in the points this time, so a bit better.
Finally. About time.
When do I get my own private jet? When you get a podium.
So never then.
oh.
Especially now.
No. He was like, maybe that's why he didn't keep him. He was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to buy him his own private jet if he actually does.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, actually. Do you think Hulkenberg will return to F1?
No, not now. I think
I
there's,
agree with you. I thought about it, but I don't think he will either.
I think there's too many good young drivers now around. I just don't see a place for him anymore.
There's either young drivers, good drivers, or
People that pay for their seats.
drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, my reputation with Haas now is getting worryingly low.
I also think Hulkenberg wasn't as good as he used to
Looks
be.
like both your rivals have also
I feel like the
been
last
invited to
couple of
historical
years of
events.
Hulkenberg was
This could be a good
average.
opportunity to capitalise on your rivalry with them and build up your reputation a little.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where he was really impressive.
Oh yeah. Like, big time. I think it just hasn't happened for him. And
One of those where I think there's too many talented drivers to get the seats they want.
And the times he did get a chance to get a podium or do something to get himself noticed, he just always seemed to make a mess of it.
So the reality is that not everyone's going to have the chance of vying for a championship.
I think he's quite similar to Perez, but the difference is when Perez gets a sniff of a podium, he takes it. Hulkenberg never did. Here we go. Development's completed. Get in. We've got a bit of rain at the start of the race. Oh no. Well, you wanted some excitement, Snake.
Oh yes.
That could be what you were looking for.
Not bad, really. Looking at the forecast.
No, it wants me to complete 8
What do
practice.
they make you start on intermediate?
I reckon so. It wants me to complete 8 practice programs in 2 race weekends now. I can't do that either because I only do 3 each weekend. Great.
What? How are you meant to complete that then?
I guess they want you to do one of the other practice programs, but I just can't do tyre management or ERS management or anything like that, so I'm just gonna have to leave it.
Oh wait, so if you fail them, that doesn't count as completing them?
No.
Wow.
Mm.
Stupid.
Stupid objectives anyway. I'm gonna stick my old engine for practice and then I'll put on the new engine parts for qualifying and gearbox parts. Let's do it! Yeah, we are doing Canada. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also going to have a quick check about what Champions League games are on tonight because I did want to have a look at this.
The champions!
Borussia Dortmund against PSG, Mbappe, and Atletico Madrid against Liverpool.
Welcome to Montreal, where the teams are ready for today's practice session at the Circuit Gilles
Mbappe
Villeneuve.
starting, that's a relief.
Personally, I think we're in for a real treat today.
Not often we talk about this as well, Snake, but I'm sure you've seen there's been a bit of build up to it now. Big fight this weekend, Fury against Wilder.
Fury and Wilder for the second time.
How do you see it going?
I just hope there's a conclusion and not another fucking draw. Though that match they had before was a bit controversial. Everyone said that Fury should have won it. But I just want there to be a winner. Just so we can have whoever wins this match goes against Joshua eventually, but it probably won't happen.
So, we'd like to run the acclimatization program if you have a chance before qualifying. It'll give us a good indication of our relative pace and consistency.
Right, it turns out I was running the new engine parts and I didn't realise it. So I'm having to skip the whole of practice to to get them replaced.
You used all your new parts at Monaco.
I didn't think it would do that. That's really irritating.
Alexander Albon. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Robert Kubica 8th in practice. What is going on? I need to check Williams' development.
I mean, Jake, had you have known that, you probably would have been better off retiring.
Yeah, well, I was thinking to myself, should I retire? Then I thought, no, I'm running the old engine parts, so I won't.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would automatically go on to them, but I suppose it makes sense when you think about it, but I didn't think about it, so... Again, another lesson learned for future. There's a lot of lessons to take from Season 1.
I thought you could, like, ask for new parts and then switch to the old ones again.
That's what I thought I did.
Unless if you forgot to switch over, or...
Me would... Yeah, could have happened. No, Williams is still...
I mean, who orders pineapple pizzas by accident?
Shut up. Wow, we're having a major engine upgrade for, what's it, Austria. Just put on the car. Red Bull have the best chassis, apparently, according to the stats here. How were they so bad at Monaco? I mean, it makes no sense.
Best chassis on the grid.
Beaten by a Williams. Yeah, that engine upgrade for Austria is going to be really good, because I think that's the one thing this car's really lacking. Right, now that my engine parts have been changed... Wait, oh, no,
Are they brand new ones?
Oh no, they're pending. What? So wait a minute, you made me wait the whole of practice 1 while you changed it, and then it still says pending. Okay.
Maybe they're not ready.
Oh, sorry, I'm just going to do practice programs with the new engine parts. This is not going as well as I would hope.
Well, this suits Haas pretty well, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Haas, yeah.
So how great the car is, and, you know, what improvements you can make, and then they end up at the back of the field.
Oh, Canada. Canada.
Well, I'm playing Rocket League, and there's a lot of lag, so at this point it's like playing Rocket Why Bother.
As Joe Wilkinson would say, what's the fucking point? Our elite corned beef audience. Oh, I love Austria. This is a race. This is a proper racetrack.
Yeah, Canada.
Much better than Monaco. He says not saltily at all. God, you can really fly around this track now. It's great.
Yeah, it's one of the best tracks.
Races around it recently haven't been as good as what they used to be. I don't know if that's because of it's quite a narrow track and these cars, the wider cars, probably don't help too much around here.
I feel like a lot of tracks are becoming like that, though. I don't feel like it's the track's fault, it's the development of the car.
That's fantastic.
Designs of the car.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is.
Because there aren't really many tracks now where you'd go, oh, well, this track's amazing. With these cars.
I still think Austin works really well with wider cars, because it's quite a wide track anyway.
Yeah, the size of the track's massive.
Yeah, so Austin's good. I think Bahrain's quite good as well.
But most tracks are not like that.
No, Spa's relatively narrow. Monza's not terribly wide either. Suzuka's been, I think, affected a lot by it. Australia too. We had some good races around Australia in the old era. Obviously, in terms of China, there's other issues at the moment which are a bit more
It reduces battling around corners too. With the size of the cars, it just gives you. It's more. It's hard to get round the car even further because it's fucking. That backside of the car's massive. So there's more car to go around, and you've got your own car to get around too.
Are the 2021 cars any narrower?
I watched a video of it. I honestly can't remember. I don't think they are. I think the tyres are wider.
Oh, great.
From what I can recall, I don't think they're narrow because I think I would have been excited about that if they were. But I don't think they're wider either. Not that they need to be any wider, for fuck's sake.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Because if any more wider, we
Yeah,
really...
all they've done really with the design of the car is it should create better airflow for the car behind, which will make overtaking easier. But you gotta be careful not to make it too easy.
I don't think it's more...
Still make the car smaller, but they're not going to do that.
I think these wider cars look nicer, but I take better racing over looking good any day of the week.
Yeah, they were actually rumoring. There were rumours about bringing refueling back, which I would like to see. But I don't think we'll see it. It's a safety concern after all.
Yeah.
They're a bit against it.
There's quite a few incidents, wasn't there, around refueling?
With the fueling, yeah. But there are a lot of other racing series use that system.
And I'm guessing now as well it'd be seen as regressing, especially with the fact that they're trying to phase out non-electric cars in real life by 2032. Which, by the way, I think is completely unrealistic. And Kibitsa, will you get out of the way? My practice program's been completely ruined.
Same we're getting to a point. Yeah. Same we're getting to a point where the current road cars we have will not all on petrol anymore. They'll all be electric.
Well, so that's what they're trying to plan by law by. I think it's 2032 or something like that.
Yeah.
But the electric cars, they don't charge for that long. What if you end up in a massive traffic jam? And you run out of electric power?
It takes ages to charge. You gotta have like some sort of a charger at home. Or like have some sort of an extra battery or something to make it go longer, to have it stored in your car. It'd be great if it's self-charging. I don't think that's to happen.
Great, I'm gonna have to do another lap now. This is great for my engine.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap.
Thanks,
Try
Kibitsa.
again.
Costs a lot of money right now as well, electric cars.
I don't know why, I watch a lot of electric cars, don't even look that nice either.
There's a lot of reasons, you know, that I'm put off by buying a car at all. One of the reasons.
Cost.
A car that can drive for only 10 years and I have to get rid of that and then get an electric car. A lot of people have already currently got a car. It's going to be hard to phase out as well because it's like, well, you know, will they get a good amount of money back for selling their current car?
Not that many petrol stations have electric charging points at the moment as well, so they have to build a lot of them.
Yep. It'd be a huge cost of money. Whether it's against the law or not to like not allowed these sort of cars anymore, you don't have electric.
Okay, super job so
People
far.
willing to
We're
do
getting
it.
great data. Stay focused.
I'm not going to do the qualifying pace routine because I've had to do an extra 2 laps on the race strategy program. Got to think about my engine.
be like banning alcohol.
Don't do that.
No.
It's going to be interesting if she has having a look at the F2 driver lineup. I noticed not Michael Schumacher, Mick Schumacher's new teammate was a very successful F3 driver, so I'm hoping... It sounds really harsh, but I'm kind of hoping he gets shown up a bit by his new teammate. I'm sorry, I'm just sick of the whole thing around him just because of who he is. It's like he's not done anything in F2 of note yet.
How did he jump straight to F2?
He won the European F3 Championship, not the full F3 Championship, just the European F3 Championship.
Okay. Was his team very good?
Not got a clue, to be honest.
Our best lap so far
But of course, as well as that, he was part of the Ferrari Driver Academy, and I reckon Ferrari pulled some strings.
Yeah.
Because there's quite a few Ferrari Driver Academy drivers in F2. Callum Ilott, the Brit, he's another one. Right, I'll skip to qualifying.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three.
P13 in practice.
Verstappen,
No
Raikkonen,
idea if that's any
and
good.
Sebastian Vettel. And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time.
Lewis Hamilton
goodbye.
did not do a lap in practice too. Interesting.
He was like, fuck that, where's my paycheck?
I don't like testing, I don't like practice.
I hate testing. Although he likes testing more than he did before.
Probably likes it more this
I think
year.
that's mainly because he wants a better understanding of the car.
And he probably likes it more this year because there's 2 less days. I'm hoping it'll be decent coverage with the fact that the teams will have more to do in 6 days.
Yeah, that's true.
Often across 8 days, they could often spend a lot of time in the garage. Which isn't exactly good television coverage. It's like being back in the elimination qualifying format again. And Lewis Hamilton can wave the checkered flag for himself. Right, time for the Canadian Grand Prix qualifying. Snake's hoping for some exciting action in the next half an hour to hour. Hopefully I can deliver it for him.
Won't be much worse than Monaco.
Don't speak too soon.
Well, unless if you're racing in 20th for the next 14, 15 laps or whatever.
However long it is.
Yeah, how long it is.
Right. I'm a bit disappointed no one's take. Well, actually, it's kind of a good thing for the game because you can only take car numbers that haven't already been assigned. But I'm surprised a F1 driver's not taken his number yet. I'm guessing they're a lot more mature than you and I. I'm surprised Lando Norris didn't take it, actually, knowing what Lando Norris is like.
What's his car number?
I can't remember, actually. Actually, no, it's not 69.
No.
The only one I know has a really high car number is Bottas. 77. You know Vettel would change his to number 1 if he was world champion, don't you?
Yeah, if you could.
Like, Lewis has got that option, but he much prefers his karting number, doesn't he?
He did have number 1 put on his car during testing of Abu Dhabi last year.
Should rub it in.
Well, I say testing, it's practice.
First lap of qualifying, nice slot into 5th, just behind K-Mag. Just ahead of the George Russell. Let's see where... To be fair, Magnussen's less than a 10th quicker than me, so that's not too bad. Let's do another lap.
We're 7th in the speed trap.
See, if we're going to be on inters at the start, I don't have to worry too much about the tyres in qualifying.
Well, that's an if, yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm on dries?
Yeah. It said light rain at the start. That, you know, it might not be wet enough for you to start on it.
To see.
If it said, yeah, it's going to be hammering it down at the start, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go for it.
So I'll just do one fine lap on each set then. Play it safe.
Well, I wouldn't go 3 laps on the set of softs, put it that way.
See if we can improve in this second lap. Oh, bit of grass hopping there.
Grass popping?
Grass hopping.
Oh. I still don't get it.
Hopping across the grass.
With a car.
They say it's a saying.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I just don't understand the context of you using it.
Because I did. Because I did hop across the grass.
But you're in a car.
Yeah, but they use it in...
Oh.
Go get yourself felt.
Hope I would put you off by this lap.
I'm about to go 10th quicker. I don't know where that's going to put me. Oh wow, 1/10 has put me from P12 to P7. Wow, that's...
See, it makes all the difference.
Not bad, not bad. In fact, I'm the quickest of the best of the rest, as it were. Hamilton currently on pole by 0.003 of a second. Red Bull's nowhere near the top, to be honest. Just had a Hulkenberg, Perez and Magnussen. It's very close though. We will skip forward a little bit and then go out to do one more lap. Let's do it. I probably slipped down from 7th because it was that close. Yeah, much more competitive qualifying, which I'm happy with. I'm down to 9th. Kevin Magnussen's gone just ahead of me. God's sake.
Yeah, I'd say you've skipped, like, you know, the worst of the races on the calendar.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Canada now. I think it's France after this. I'm quite good around France. For a new track, I actually learned it quite quickly.
Yeah, I feel like most of the races now you've got left are really good ones.
Yeah, so hopefully. The only thing is, if we do need to take more penalties, what track am I going to choose to take them at? I guess one way can overtake. Makes most sense, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, do you really need to take any more penalties?
don't know. I mean, I don't know for now. It's about I have to wait and see at the end of the season, I guess. Not sure I can go much quicker, to be honest. Again, I do. That is one massive improvement on this game. The AI are quite similar around nearly every track, like you said.
Yeah, because that was a big problem with the previous F1 games. A huge problem. You were just going into every weekend like frustrated, like you end up at the back up on weekend, and you end up on pole and you win in the midfield car, and you're like, what the hell? It's completely unrealistic.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves.
Oh, a few drivers improved, and I'm going to start P12.
Well, that wraps up qualifying.
I remember doing. I think I did a race in China. It was a wet race, and everyone pitted for a set of inters, another set, and I didn't even pit at all, and I won. Like quite comfortably.
Wow, that's insanely close at the front. Vettel snatches pole from the Mercedes. Sergio Perez is in 6th. He's back. I'm going to start P12. Strolls, and you will worship him. Doctor Who quote. George Russell's 14th again.
Not bad. Not bad.
Right, let's go into the race and hopefully, well actually not hopefully because I can start on fresh tyres. This is where I'm starting on Inters.
Well, yeah, I mean, where you qualified don't really matter now anyway.
Yeah, but I'd actually prefer it if it was dry because top 10 would have to start on their fastest lap tyres from Q2. Although, I will mention I've not done any wet weather track time on this game. So this is gonna be completely new.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid.
God, Verhaas always seems to be unhappy with me. Why do I get the feeling I'm under massive pressure to keep his seat?
Yeah, you need a good result here.
Alright, time for Canadian Grand Prix. No pressure, Jake, but you
But
need a good one.
to finish here 4th.
I think it's still 3rd. No, it's 3rd every race.
That's fucking stupid. You're a midfield team.
Do you remember I was trying to negotiate my contract and it just wouldn't let me lower it from 3rd. So I had to take the contract offer that they originally gave me because I couldn't negotiate anything else with them.
No, there is rain, but we'll be starting Inters.
Yeah, it doesn't look too damp actually, but I don't know.
This is where the grid's completely mixed up on tyres. That'd be great actually if it was.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We have Bottas, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Perez.
Any grid
Albon,
penalties
Hulkenberg,
this weekend, I wonder?
and Lance Stroll, the scientist.
Yeah,
Norris,
there is, because we're
George
starting
Russell,
11th and we
and
qualified
Raikkonen.
12th.
Drivers' faces, they look completely weird.
Carlos Sainz, Kubica, and that
Sainz has got another penalty!
from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to
Another
the
10th
track.
place grid penalty. Started 18th. I'm not complaining, I start 11th.
You were expected
Right,
to be
tell
in
him
a
it's start on
position than
softs.
this. Let's
On
push
medium,
hard on
sorry.
the first few laps and move up a few places.
Yep.
Do I listen to him? Or do I start Inters?
No, I'd start on the dry tyres.
Yeah, I'm not that stupid. Although once we start mediums and then go on softs, I quite like that strategy actually. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna trust in my team. Let's trust in Haas. They're always so reliable. Okay, everyone's had the same idea, but
Virgil is coughing back.
everyone's had the same idea.
It's intermediates after all.
No.
Nope. Okay, anyone else?
Nope. Nope. It's a bit slippery there. Warning, collision with Magnussen. Oh, illegal overtake. Hulkenberg!
Turn the position.
Fucking idiots!
tell you what, we're not starting on inters, but it does not feel great.
Like this for like, you know, most of the race, then inters will probably be good, but it should be disappearing.
Nope. I hope so, because I don't feel comfortable. You see me, I had Hulkenberg to position back and he just swiped me off.
Thanks, dick.
Thanks for the position. Ah! Trying to get the power early, did not work.
Like, move out the way, I need a podium as quick as possible, otherwise I'm getting sacked.
Why does it say please wait on the top left hand of the screen? Why does the screen? What am I waiting for?
Yeah, just stop the car and wait.
It says please wait, I'm waiting. Yeah, I can feel the track conditions slowly improving. It says it goes wide. I just feel like we're going to see a fastest lap every lap because the track conditions are just going to get better.
Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton. He needs to get past Vettel then. George Russell. Oh. Sorry, Stroll.
Sorry, Stroll. No,
That's a love tap. Even though I have no love for him whatsoever.
it's the only one tap him.
Whoa! Tell you who would, his dad. Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Oh!
What a shot, Lewis Hamilton.
Okay, that was a interesting attempt at overtaking there, Jake.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
What a move! Kind of, I don't know. I got past him, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that looks alright to me.
Why do you sound slightly sarcastic?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. No, Stroll's coming back at me! Wow, I really need to improve the straight line speed of this car.
I mean, apart from you hitting him a bit and
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly and showing some minor wear.
drivers don't give you much room, do they?
Nope. Ah! I keep forgetting it's not dry conditions just yet.
This is the hairpin.
Stroll, do you want to... Alright, fine, whatever. Because I'm going to go for the better exit.
You two battling, so...
Yeah, I know.
Ahead of you. Pull away.
It's not my fault he won't move that fucking way. Stroll! Oh no.
Oh no. Well, not care, did he?
No. I hate Stroll. I don't think I'm going to get third, you know.
I don't think we're going to get third anyway.
Ah! No offence, but if I'm going for a move, I'd be quite nice if AI give me a little bit of room.
You just don't seem to think you're going to make a lunge.
Hello, Daniel Ricciardo. Trouble is, in these conditions, I can't really make an overtake stick without going...
Top of the morning to you, Jake.
I'm English, Daniel.
Same thing, right?
That's not a knife. Ricardo went defensive into there, which means I'll have a much better run out the corner. And for once, I might not have to dive bomb somebody to get past them.
God, he really tried to squeeze you out road there.
Let's just ignore my interesting attempts at Ricardo! Right, get out of the way. I'm done fighting you now. I'm not gonna lie, these conditions are not helping me.
I don't feel like the driver's been particularly nice. They've been very aggressive.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Kind of wish I'd started on intermediates, you know.
I don't think you would have performed much better on the inters.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
It's one of those conditions where it looks like either or would really be helpful.
I feel like I'm starting to get some good pace now. I feel like I've closed up to a bunch of cars. There's a yellow flag out because Gasly's going really slowly, and I don't know why.
I think when you feel like it's dry enough, I think that's when you should pit for your fresh tyres.
Well, that's why Gasly's
rather than pit that look like you're scheduled to.
Yeah, I agree, because the super softs will be of most use then. Oh, there's a 30-second virtual safety car out.
Virtual safety car is deployed.
You can really push in dry conditions.
I'm not going to reach it.
Car for 20 seconds.
So it's not even worth pitting now, because the virtual safety car will be in soon.
You've got to be like literally
Next to the
very
pit lane.
close. Yeah, very close or next to the pit lane to even attempt this. Even then, you'd be thinking about it.
That's just stayed out quite a while this time, by its usual standards.
That is true, actually.
And I wish I'd pitted.
One time where it stays out for a while.
We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I feel like it's starting to get a bit quite dry now. I think I'll pit in a few laps.
Yeah, if you had more at that ESCs like that, it's certainly be worth a pit stop.
Take a bit less curve there, Jake. There's a big queue behind, I believe it's Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, he's going slowly because there's a Williams in the queue.
Is it Russell?
It must be, yeah, I think so.
It's Williams in the queue. I don't know why I find that.
How you know they're going slow? Well, Williams has been held up. You can see by all the fastest laps coming in that track's definitely getting drier. George Russell's alongside Lando Norris. It's like watching F2 again.
This train might hold you up a bit if you can't pass it.
I've just dealt with one of them. Oh, tiny bit of from wing damage, but it's nothing that's going to really affect me, I don't think. Just ignore that corner there. no caveat.
Some information on Vettel. They have an issue with their car.
Oh, Vettel's got an issue with his car.
And Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix.
Is that Vettel swapping on P1 and P2 boards?
Oh, yeah. Well, we all know Vettel's issue driving around this track last year. He was off it.
Oh. He also very much wanted to introduce Lewis Hamilton to the wall.
Bring out the wall!
Right, I'm going to pit this lap. A, for two reasons. A, I think it's dry enough now, and B, they're holding me up a bit. I think I should be able to get softs right to the end from...
And C... I don't really have a C, I just want to say C.
Why do you want to say C? Holy shit, hello Lewis Hamilton.
I just wanted to continue the list.
After you, Lewis. Not gonna lie, I fought Lewis a lot less than I fought any other driver.
Yeah, there's clearly no bias in that move.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
It was like when Alonso let Lewis through and then held up Vettel.
Yeah, massively.
It was such a deliberate move.
It didn't help that Vettel was in the Ferrari as well.
Yeah. Do you remember Vettel had problems at China and Alonso just got past him by shoving him off the track? It's like Fernando didn't leave me any room. Oh shit, they've changed my front wing, I didn't expect that.
Release.
It was only minor damage, so oh, it's because I've set it to yes, haven't I? Oh well. That's lost me a bit of time, but at least now I should be quick.
Okay, stay clear of the
Let's hope so anyway, otherwise it's another lonely race for you to watch.
If you cross over into the track.
I'm surprised where you've come out actually, compared to where all the cars are.
A lot of them weren't pitted yet, I suppose, because they are on mediums.
Right. So some are still due to pit, right?
Yeah. Although with my front wing getting changed, I will lose out a bit.
I think your teammate pitted.
Yeah, which is a bit worrying, but he's not too far ahead of me. And to be fair, as we've seen there, they can get quite easily stuck in trains.
Yeah, come on, George.
He's part of a train, mate. He's not leading it. Wait, what? Is my old engine parts being used? What the hell? Look! Look at the wear on it!
52%? Jesus.
No wonder I've got...
51% MGU. Traction control 53%.
No wonder I've got no straight line speed.
Oh, yeah, have you not got straight line speed, but you've got
Oh!
lack of communication with your team.
Oh no, I've just realised what I did. Oh, it's my own fault. I fucking changed it for practice. And didn't change it back. Oh, I'm such a moron.
What the hell?
So wait a minute, I did practice with a new engine.
Like, why the fuck did you put me on old engine parts? Wanted to use it for practice. Well, Ericsson did it.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
You wonder why you felt like you were struggling a bit. Well, this might be why.
Oh, let's look at the positives. New engine for France.
If you remember.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, you might not have to take any more penalties, Jake, because you just keep accidentally using your old parts.
There you go, another positive. And I'm sat here wondering, why is Kubica clambering all over my ass?
Does your engine actually fail on you, though, if you actually... Like,
If it gets to a certain usage point, you can get, like, massively reduced power. You know, sort of akin...
breakdown.
I don't know about breaking down, I don't think I've ever got to that point where it would do that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's possible, it might be.
The car in front is
I assume if it gets to, like, a
1.5 seconds.
ridiculous amount, it has to break down, you'd think, but...
Yeah, it's one thing the game's lacking, the realistic, reliability on the cars.
Think how well I could be doing if I had, you know, a new engine.
Yeah, knew everything, really.
Oh wow, this is what I mean, they go so slowly through the chicanes, it helps me catch up a bit.
Yeah, especially when they're in traffic.
Yeah, they actually stuck behind George Russell.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Right, so I've got to remember next race to do practice, stick with the old engine, and then as soon as I've done practice, switch it back. You don't have to remind me tomorrow, Snake.
I think you're better off just switching it to the new parts, just so you just do that in practice.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, you'd get way more benefit of doing that rather than completely forgetting and having completely old parts.
Yeah. Why am I not closing in with DRS?
It's just too much of a risk. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Because even if you get like 4 or 5%, you know, before the race even starts, it's hardly anything.
3/10 a lap.
New parts are usually used during practice qualifying anyway and the race. So
Yeah.
you won't lose that much advantage.
Or what I could do is do France practice, like at the before I end the stream, and then so I remember. I might do that actually. Plus makes up for the lack of.
Change it for practice, you mean? Like to...
Well, keep it with the old engine parts now, but do French practice now on this stream, and then switch it over just before in the live stream, so that come qualifying it's ready for the new part.
That's where you forget again.
No, because if I do it on this stream, I'm not going to forget, am I? You hope.
I mean, you've already forgotten this stream, but
No, but I'm talking about it now, so I was talking about it before, but shut up.
Alright. Sure stream.
Depending how... Actually no, because I'll be watching testing tomorrow. I was going to say, depending how bored I am tomorrow, I might do a live stream during the day while you're at work. I probably won't, because testing's on. I'll let you enjoy Friends. That was a great time to yawn.
I'm just generally tired.
Yeah. Oh crap, Kubica's. Kubica, mate, you are not overtaking me. I don't care how old my engine is. I think Williams' pace is a bit over the top.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Speak way over the top, you know, with their new parts.
Yeah. It's amazing what new parts can do, right? I can see like the points are not that far up the road, but I just haven't. Like, it's frustrating because I know I could have got points from this race, but I'm an idiot.
Let's get this right. you used your new parts a while ago,
Okay,
which
you're
you didn't
catching
want
the
to
car
do.
ahead. Remember, we need to
Yeah.
You switched the old parts, and then you forgot to switch back to the new parts for this race.
So I've used the new engine when I wanted to use the old engine, and I've used the old engine when I wanted to use the new engine.
Amazing.
You're not saying that someone's going to watch this stream and hire me to an F1 team this stream somehow.
And you're wondering why your team's disappointed in you.
Might have a new engine allocation to choose from, but next race anyway, because I could be at a new team. Luckily, on this game, no matter how bad you are, a team will always offer you a seat. Apparently.
See, that's what I don't like. It'd be nice if you could actually like
Get told your
just
career's
give
over.
attention. Yeah, like be told your career's over, or maybe you even have to go down to the F2 category.
Yeah.
So that would be nice.
I mean, going to Williams is pretty much like career ending, right?
In Haas isn't far away.
Hey, we're the 4th best team apparently.
Well, thanks to K-Mag.
Hey, I'm ahead of him on points, unless he's in the points right now. Thanks, Ricardo. That was really nice of you. Appreciate it, man.
Points than him. I'm pretty sure he's been more consistent.
It's probably because he chooses the right engine parts.
Yeah, damn him and his brain.
Also because he shoved me off at Melbourne.
Yeah, but do you remember when you pitted when he was right behind you?
No, I do not.
Crap, he screwed up his race.
Selective memory, mate.
Oh yeah. Good to know.
Oh, there's utter chaos going on here. Could potentially be a couple of places up for grabs on the last lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, bit of a cheeky Ricardo!
There's only
Bit
one
of a
lap
cheeky
you remain.
Ricardo!
Oh, see what he did?
He is not giving any shits.
Fuck off, AI. I've just about enough of your shit.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be a big crash?
This is I'm at the equivalent point of when you use a driver on golf.
Oh yeah. It's like,
Charles-
you've missed your shot for the 5th time, how have you done that? Right, get the driver.
I've got to 14th. Lewis Hamilton's won for a change.
What a shot.
Charles
No,
Leclerc.
apparently the winner is Please Waiton.
I just crashed at the last corner because you said that. For fuck's sake.
And the winner is Please Waiton!
I can't say that I'm happy
The
with your
torpedo,
experiment, but
please
I'm
wait
sure you're
in.
next time.
Well, I'm gonna give Driver of the Day to Please
Another
Waiton.
fantastic victory for the
I don't know why it keeps saying please wait. It must be a
I can see the
glitch.
drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations.
Hamilton
A real team
first,
victory
Charles
today.
Leclerc second, Valtteri
Everybody's
Bottas
played their
third.
part. Congratulations then to Mercedes.
And with Vettel not in the
Your
top
race
3, that's
winners
going to
today.
really boost Lewis's championship
And after
lead.
this
Maybe
round of
it's
the World
please wait while we
Championship,
change your
here's
engine
how
parts.
things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result
Oh
for Lewis
no, I
Hamilton,
think I know
who
who
moves
Driver of the
further
Day is
ahead
going
at the
to.
top of the table. After an incredible day of
Oh,
racing,
he's back,
who was your
isn't he?
driver of the day, Ant?
Has
Oh.
to be no question Antonio Giovinazzi. Such an assured
Well,
drive from one of the
he's
sport's
back.
newer stars.
Driver of the Day goes to
Very, very proud.
Sergio
It's time to
Perez.
check out the constructors'
George
standings.
Russell did well
Mercedes
again.
continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong
He
showing
did,
from the
yeah, he held up the
McLaren team
field,
today
as
they make their way up the standings.
quite
It's been
a
an
lot in that
absolutely
race.
wild weekend of Formula One action.
Do you want to hazard a
Can't
guess
wait
as
to
to
see
who Anthony
what's
Davidson gave Driver of the Day to?
Lando Norris.
No, he gave it to Antonio Giovinazzi.
What? Where is he? Really?
Apparently.
I mean, he finished ahead of his teammate, which is good, but that's literally it.
Sainz took a grid penalty for what? He finished 19th. Must have run the wrong engine by mistake. I mean, who would do something like that, right?
Yeah, especially in 2 weekends in a row.
Jeez, look how close it is. There's 4 people tied on 9 points in the Drivers' Championship. Me, Stroll, Sainz and Norris. I'm still 1 point ahead of K-Mag. Come on. Wow, there's literally 7 drivers separated by 1 point in the standings. It's mental.
So what happens if you do get kicked out of the team? Like, who actually offers you a seat? Is it a team below them usually?
I don't think Mercedes are going to come calling. Let's put it that way.
Let's say if you get sacked at Williams, who's going to call up?
It'll probably go to a team that's nearest to Williams, even if it's ahead of him. Which is a bit daft, but it's the way it is. We're down to 8th in the constructors, yeah. And Perez is still in 5th.
It has to show their true pace.
Well, I mean, it probably would help if I wasn't such an nincompoop, but yeah. Which is why I'm going to do France practice on this.
You screwed up your teammate, you screwed up your engine parts. It can only go up.
I mean, I wasn't intending.
Yes.
Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry, I got a message on my phone. It distracted me. Right, so yeah, I won't do France practice normally in the stream, but I'm going to just so I don't fuck up the engine thing again.
Yeah, but please wait.
Don't know why I keep saying that.
It just won't go away.
Alright. God's sake. Yeah, it's a track that gives me a headache. I was realised this is the first time you'll see this tracking game, isn't it?
Saving game? Well, please tell me the please wait thing is gone now.
Please wait. Please wait.
It's back. Oh,
to be fair, it is loading. Maybe it'll disappear.
Can't believe it was up there for the entire race.
And the winner, please wait. Still loading. There we go. Oh no, it's back.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, man. Wait a minute, it hasn't told me the weather forecast for France. Okay, that's nice. I'll just guess, shall I?
What it usually tells you.
Yeah, it usually does, but it's just decided not to.
Can't be bothered.
Oh wow, Red Bull have had a big upgrade for this weekend, just having a look at it, and Renault have also had a pretty decent upgrade as well. It won't tell me. But yeah, I will use, what gearbox was I using? Okay, I was using the new gearbox.
Great. At least you used a new gearbox and not a new anything else.
Oh dear. I'm such an idiot. Oh great, it's raining in first practice. Yeah. Now I can check the forecast, I suppose, for the weekend. Let's have a look. Okay, it's chucking it down in qualifying, and there's a bit of rain in the race, but you know what the game for. I'm not going to tell you any of that. It's not relevant information.
Yeah, it's not something to worry about. so you probably will be on dry tyres for the entire race from then.
Maybe, it might be a bit of rain towards the end. I might as well do practice in the wet.
Rain's light enough, you might not need to.
Might as well do practice in the rain because I need to get good experience of it and...
Yeah, I'd check your parts just in case.
No, don't worry, I'm going to change the parts. I'm not going to
Oh,
mess
you haven't changed them yet?
No, because it's practice. So that's what I say. That's why I'm doing practice on this live stream. I'm not actually going to do...
But it has huge consequences if you forget.
But I'm not going to forget. When have I ever forgotten?
Oh, I know, you'd never forget, especially twice.
Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. It's a weird place to put... Oh, Jesus. I had to almost go off track to hit that gate then. That was a very weird positioning of a gate. It didn't really feel natural. I've quite a few greens here. It's mainly because I'm trying to get used to wet conditions. I don't want to push it too much. Oh god, I've got a red. Turn!
That's looking good.
I'll take a green. I'm not too fussed about a purple. A weather change is expected during your practice program. Well, what weather change? Oh, it's going to go dry. Okay, I'll accelerate time a bit.
What weather change? Snow?
Shut up. Let's keep going. Right. Back on dry tyres. This is what I like to say.
That's what I like to hear.
What are you trying to say?
No?
You trying to say no? Wow, that's very expansive.
It's expansive and expensive.
How is it expensive?
Well, time costs money.
Okay. I don't really know where you want me to go with that, but okay.
Apples and oranges, Jake.
It's fruit. I don't know.
Yes, well done. Apples and oranges are a fruit.
Apple and oranges and googers.
Oranges are a fruit.
Interesting attempt at saying
I put
oranges.
some
though.
oranges in my schnapps.
I'll put some hooch in your beer.
Oh, that's just wrong.
How would you know?
it's just wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong.
And stop you drinking it.
It was a drinking game, Jake. It was a drinking game.
And I know, and who would put hooch into that drinking game? What person, eh?
A lunatic.
You're the kind of lunatic that doesn't know when to change his engine parts.
Yeah, those sort of lunatics, yeah.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
That lap was no good. You are terrible. I might sack off practice at this rate. Not that I'm salty about it. Ah. I know, friends, I'm really
the team
good.
have asked you to complete these number of practice sessions. Oh, fuck it, I've had enough.
He gives great feedback. Oh, this is stupid. What do you make of the French Grand Prix track? Do you like it?
The what track?
The French Grand Prix track.
It's nice, and it's boring. I don't like it at all. It's Sochi, but it makes your eyes water.
I remember the first time I watched qualifying, I was like, those lines are giving me a headache.
It's horrible to watch. On the game, it doesn't look so bad, but on screen, on TV, it's horrible.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Really is. And I love how they said, like, the lines indicate how much grip there is on each part of the off track. And it's like, it'll stop people going off the track, and then literally everyone at turns 1 and 2 went off the track at the first race. I'll tell you what does stop drivers going off track, and it's a crazy concept, Snake, but hear me out. Grass and gravel.
And water.
Well, yeah, certainly a bit of it off track on Germany. That definitely stopped people wanting to go off there. Send them straight into the wall.
Maybe to make it more entertaining, they should have some swimming pool traps, you know. So.
Swimming pool traps. I don't think there's much swimming in a car, but okay.
Well, traps, not tracks, sorry.
It's a
like
trap.
At certain corners, you'd have like a swimming pool area, and then if they go off the track there, then they are out of the race. And probably drowning, because they can't get out of the car in time.
Someone's brought up to me the earnings of a female darts player compared to a male darts player. I was going to message them back, but I feel like I'm going to have to ring them, because it's very complicated.
They're both fat.
I think she was more horrified about the fact that the male player who's arguably achieved a lot less has earned less than a female player. The problem is that the female player plays in the BDO and the male player plays in the PDC, and the BDO is financially ruined, whereas the PDC isn't. Oh, by the way, they finally received their BDO prize money for the World Championship, finally.
How much to get? £10.50.
Well, the winner, who in 2019 would have got 100 grand, got 22 and a half. Fallon Sherrick got more for winning a couple of games at the World Championship.
Damn.
It's got a sting, right? And if you lost in the first round of a women's championship, you think you won 500 quid. Which would have been less than what you'd have paid for hotels for the week and tickets. So, yeah, well worth it.
Sounds like it.
So it does look quite bad of it on the face of it, but because I think the players she looked at were Gerwin Price and Dieter Hedman, but it's just because the BDO, and the BDO to be fair is never fairly paid the women. Whereas in the PDC, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you play on the same tour, which is what Lisa Ashton's doing now. Yeah, I've done it, and I'm gonna sod off a qualifying pace one, and because my engine's ruined anyway, so I don't think I'll be able to complete it. And I also need to be, before I forget, to change engine parts. Because I'm a bit of an idiot. So I do apologise to everyone who tuned in terms of the fact I kind of messed up the Canadian Grand Prix. But yeah, it's all a learning curve, and hopefully I won't make these mistakes again. I can't promise anything because I'm a bit dim-witted. But no, we will be back tomorrow for France and what tracks after France? Is it Austria?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, Austria, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll back those races, and we won't be using really old engines, so it's all good. Let me just quickly sort out the engine parts now before I close off the stream. Let's use Power Unit 2. Let's use a brand new one. Let's use new ones then. So yeah, brand new engine for France. That should be quite interesting. And oh, we're already using a new gearbox, aren't I? Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully this means we won't be sacked by our team, and yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in, and yeah, see you again tomorrow, where we'll also review the first day of testing. So yeah, and Snake can give his lowdown on the Renault and Alfa Romeo liveries, and trust me, he is a harsh livery critic.
Well, they're shit this year, sorry.
Oh, I disagree. in some instances. Although I have to say, actually, before we do wrap up the stream, because everybody actually mentioned about the Racing Point livery, what are they doing with the sponsor, like, down the side? It looks so tacky and cheap.
Not to mention, it's quite difficult to read the sponsor, because it's fucking on its side.
It just doesn't look right at all.
I don't understand that. It's not clear.
So yeah, not good at all. So hopefully Renault and Alpha can save the day tomorrow. I'll keep you hooked up, Snake. I'll message you during the day with the pictures of the two cars we haven't seen yet, and hopefully you'll like them.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Until then, it's goodbye from me, and I'll see you tomorrow for France. Bye!
Bye-bye.